Real quick, guys, before we start the tutorial, I'm sorry about how it zooms in sometimes. I had my tooltips turned on, and the tooltips they interfere with my overlays, so I apologize for that. And I did add some text tips to let you know what you missed. There's only two parts where you actually really miss anything, but I just want to let you know that. Anyway, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe and follow me on Twitch. My name is Arky2125, and I hope you enjoy our lobby. And I will. Oh, another tip, by the way, if you press F when you have something selected in the hierarchy, it automatically teleports you to that area. So now let's get on to the main tutorial. All right. So when you enter the dungeon crawler framework, you'll automatically have three teleporters in your basic map. If I go over here, I can show you it. Let me go to map. So this is your. I deleted a lot of stuff, but when you first enter the RPG framework, you'll see three teleporters: one here, one here, and one here. All right. Now these teleporters, if you look into the hierarchy, you'll see the teleporters in the underneath the map, and they'll say another thing that says dungeons, and then underneath there you'll see teleporter 1, 2, and 3. It won't say teleporter 1, teleporter 2, teleporter 3. It'll just be three teleporters. All right. Those are what you want to base your template off, and I'm going to show you how to make a template here in a second. So for me, my teleporter is so this is the folder you'll see them under dungeon teleporters. I deleted them, but this is my teleporter that I have right now. It's called Lobby Portal Network. So we're going to teleport over here, and this is it shows the teleporter that goes and the teleporter that comes. So let's go check that out. This is the wrong one. What am I doing? I'm jumping all around. Okay, so lobby teleporter from right there. So this is my teleporter that goes. Now, if we look in the hierarchy here, let me just bring this up a little bit. There's a drop-down menu, and I'm going to teach you basically what this does, all this stuff. So this is your script. Do not touch this. It's very important that you don't touch this. And this is the script that teaches it to, when you activate this, you go from here to there. It's a script. It's like the code of it. Anyway, but you need certain components inside your script to go from point A to point B. And that's where the client context comes in handy. Because you have this folder, which is called your geo, which the easiest way I can describe a geo is if I am like my body, I'm wearing my clothes, my body with the clothes on, that's the geo. But underneath the geo, you'll see a skeleton, which is my body, or a mesh, which is my body, and then each individual component on top of my mesh, which is my body, and that's my clothes. So underneath our geo, all we have is the trigger. And so if we activate gizmos here, you'll be able to see, by the way, activating gizmos is V, as you can see here. You can see this trigger. Now, what a trigger does is when you walk up to a trigger, you interact with the trigger, whether it's deemed interactable or not. If it's not interactable, which means I uncheck it here, that means it's not interactable. That means I just walk up to this trigger, and the moment my mesh touches the trigger, or my character touches the trigger, I instantly do whatever the trigger is supposed to do. In this case, it's teleport from A to B. Now, by making it interactable, I make it so that a player has to interact with the trigger in order to teleport from A to B, right? And if you see here, this is called your interaction label. That means when I walk up to here and I am prompted with a specific key binding, this is what my key binding will say. It'll say travel to world, question mark, and then you click the button in order to basically say yes. So that's that. Now, to actually set up the thing itself, you want to go to what's called your main template, the main template folder, the very first. In this case, it'll On your base game, it'll be this one, teleporter. This is a template I created off of this template, teleporter. And what that does is how do I describe this? So first, before you do anything, before you change anything, you want to drag your teleporter or go to your teleporter inside the game. You want to right click it and create new template from object. Now I already did it, but then you can name it whatever you want. And then you click new template, it'll show up another prompt and it'll give you three options. The option in the center, it says copy template. That's the one that I used to create my own template, lobby teleporter, from the teleporter template, which is the default template. Now, when you go to this folder here, teleporter, or what in the case of if you make your own template, whatever you named it, that folder, you can scroll down here and you'll see some properties that are very important. So the first one I want to talk about is the target. Now, when you walk up to your teleporter and you click teleport, it needs to know where to go. And that's where this comes in handy. In this particular case, I'm using this little stone over here as my teleporter target. You don't want to use a mesh like this, this archway, because you will not teleport directly in the center. You'll teleport to a part of this mesh. And so you either get stuck in this bar or stuck in this bar or stuck up here. It doesn't matter. The point is you don't want to use a mesh that's like this. You want to use a mesh that's kind of flat. And what I did was I used this stone here and I just grouped it with this arch. So no matter where I move it, it goes together. But at the same time, I only teleport on top of this rock. So it gives the feeling that I'm teleporting to this arch, but I'm actually teleporting to this rock here. And so when I click this, you'll see I'm calling it the lobby exit. You want it separate from your teleporter and possibly in another folder, like a hierarchy folder. So in this case, I'm calling it lobby portal network. I have and underneath it, I have my lobby exit. Actually, I think it's all a group. It's not a folder, it's a group. Yes, it's a group, not a folder. Anyway, and so I have my lobby exit, which is this. It's my target destination. And I have this one, which I don't. Oh, okay. All right, so I got it. This is my mesh collection for my teleporter. So all this teleporter template is just the mechanics of the teleporter. You can do it how you want. If you want, you can even attach the portal and the template in a group, right? But this is how I'm doing it. I'm just making a group called called my lobby teleporter network. I'm making my target into a separate group. I'm making my mesh of this into a third group in case I want to change anything. And then I'm making my template into its own group. And so how you want to do that is you want to drag whatever object. So you go to cool content here and you just type in, I don't know, like a circle or something. A fancy chain circle. All right. Now, what you want to do is you want to drag from your hierarchy this object, like from the hierarchy, you want to drag it into your. So if we go up here, I'm going to open my properties here of my teleporter. You want to go to this and you want to drag. I'm going to scroll all the way back down to that. Sorry, I need to organize. But so this is your target here. You want to drag from your hierarchy to this, and that will change the target. And so I'll just show you that it works. If I drag it here and I go in here. Oh, shoot, my bad. Real quick. When you make minor changes like that, you want to update your template. So let me just go up here real quick. You just click this button. There's a quick way to update minor changes. So shift equals to spawn at the point of my camera. And then you just walk up to the teleporter, and as you can see, it teleports to the chain. All right, anyway, so that's how you get a specific target. Let me just fix this real quick. I'm going to change this back because otherwise I'll forget. So, oh, in the original template, the spawn pad geo is the target, just so you know. All right, so first go into my teleporter. Here, empty objects, don't block long. There we go, day template. Now, another part that you, so now that we covered teleporting from a destination to another destination, let's cover the actual VFX that you can see here. As you can see my personal creation through this teleporter, which is pretty cool. So this is your teleporter VFX right here. If you go into wherever your mesh is for your teleporter, this is called the portal VFX. This is this white glowy thing here in the background. And this is has its own script. It's connected to a specific trigger, and this trigger is called the capture target. So this is my capture target, and if you drag your capture target wherever you want, and then you go into the portal VFX and you scroll down. Give me a second. So this is the capture target right here. Let me just check something. Oh, when you first change properties about it, it'll come up black, and then you have to just load into the preview in order to fix that. So let's work on this now. So when you go to your portal VFX, okay, right here, general, background texture, capture. You can change it to whatever you want, but capture is the one that I personally want to use because I want players to like see inside my map where they're going. And so that's how you do it. You go to portal VFX, go scroll down to general, background texture, capture, and that's connected to this. So anyway, there you are. Now you know how to work your teleporters. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream.